What's up, YouTube? How are you? JMP Williams here. DJ JMP Williams. I'm about to take you on a little studio tour. So sit back, relax, and see what I do. Peace. It's two of my guitars. It's a Fender P-Bass right there. It's about, I think it's like an 80 or an 82 P-Bass. A little messed up, but decent enough for me. I'm not a real bass player. Just for songwriting purposes. Okay, that is an Ibanez. It's decent, nothing great. Again, just for songwriting purposes. You know, not a real guitar player by any means. But if you go through this door here, this is where all the magic happens. All right, coolio, cool in the gang. So the first part of the tour is going to be my DJ setup. Yes, indeedy. I got a MacBook Pro, i5, 16 gigabytes of RAM, SSD drive. I wanted to get the i7, but this was plenty. I use Serato. I think it's a great software. Unbelievably accurate. Got my little Samsung monitors here. These are just my DJ, little flat monitors for my DJ space. They sound pretty good. For the money, they're dope. This thing down here is the beast, I call it. It's the Pioneer DDJ SR2. DDJ SR2. I love it. It's a fantastic controller. I take it on all my gigs. I also have a Numark Mixtrack Pro 3, which is a little smaller. This one is just a lot more accurate. It feels more like a turntable. I mean, if you can get any of these controllers to really feel like a turntable, to be honest. Okay, moving right along. This is my electric Pearl Shet. It's the True Touch. They're cool. I mean, I'm a drummer, so I have a Pearl Masters Custom as well. And, you know, they're great when you have to track drums in a soft space. We have a red box as a Brain. Hopefully going to be getting the new Slate digital Brain soon. That's a beast. But this does its job with Superior Drummer. It's amazing. And, you know, they're kind of tunable. You know, the tension and the rebound. It's pretty cool. All right, so moving right along, you can see the panels. I built all these panels out of Owens, made a 2x4 foot frame, wrapped them in this black cloth. They keep the sound from bouncing. You know, this is not a soundproofed room. This is not soundproofing. This is, you know, sound dampening. I have the little vanes in the corners that I built. Back behind that curtain is a little storage space where I keep a lot of stuff. Couple on the ceiling. Got it floated there over the door. And the air conditioner is pretty quiet. Thing you should know about these vanes is you want to float them. You can't really see it, but if you look at my hand here, there's some gap between the wall, and you want to not put them directly on the wall. You want to kind of float them off the wall so the sound goes behind them and kind of dissipates between the wall and the vanes. I got some heavy-duty curtains, the vanes in the back of the space, up on top as well. And the room is very, very dead, extremely dead. It sounds amazing. I'm super psyched about it. And this is my little work area. It's awesome. I got, you know, big screen up top, little Mac screen on the bottom, and my little iPad that I use as like a touch controller. Sometimes, you know, when you're messing with the mouse, it gets your hands all numb and stuff. Let's go through the gear. So I've got 3 sets of monitors. I've got the iLouds, which are amazing. I'll leave links down for all the stuff. The iLouds are like 3-inch. They're super freaking accurate, super flat. I mean, for the money, you're not going to beat them. The speakers are phenomenal. My next set is the Reference Series Tannoy 5s. Also amazingly flat, super accurate. You know, you should tune the speakers to your room. You know, get the software, I forget what it's called, but IK Media makes it as well. It's a software to tune it, the speakers to your room. You can use, like, it comes with a mic, and you can also use, I believe, a regular, like 57 or something with it. But that's, you know, a little bit of money. But I've started to learn these speakers in this environment, so my mixes are coming out pretty well. My next set is the Adams. These are amazing, the Adams 7s. What are these? The A7As, yeah. That ribbon tweeter is amazing. It's unbelievable, and they sound probably better than any speaker I've ever worked on, and I've worked on a couple of different ones. I mean, they're just sick. For the money, you're not going to beat them. Just amazing, amazing speakers. All right, moving right along. I also have an 11 rack, you know, for guitar. I don't really use it that much anymore. I use the Helix plugin, which has been serving me well. And that's a beast. That plugin you should check out. It's unbelievable. Line 6 Helix plugin. It's the shit. My interface is a UA Audio Apollo. It's the Firewire one. And I've got like the whole suite of plugins. I spent a lot of money on plugins. UA is just unbelievable. I'm super psyched that I bought it. It sounds great. And it is amazing converters. I'm hearing that the 8P is a little better with the conversion, but you know, you're bouncing stuff out at 44.1, and you know, as long as you stay on top of your headroom and your mixes and stuff, you should be able to be okay with regardless whatever, you know, interface you're using. Underneath that is the Focusrite. What is this? The Octopre. Not the Octopre Dynamic, it's just a regular Octopre. Wonderful, wonderful preamp. It's very, very, very clean. I bought the Behringer. It sounded like crap. It was buzzing and noisy. The red one, I forget what it's called. The Midas one. Piece of garbage. Bought this, super happy with it. So I got 16 in, and I'm super psyched. Underneath that is the Presonus Central Station. I got it before they came out with the ones with the you know, the remote. So I've had it for a while. I wired it in the back. I put an extra headphone jack in it that I send to my vocal booth, which is a little walk-in closet to the right of where you're sitting right now, where I'm sitting right now. And it's great. Super flat. Doesn't color the sound at all, and I'm happy with it. Okay, moving along. Got the Yamaha MM6. I mean, it's just a regular keyboard, you know, piano sounds. I bought it sort of just to have it. I got it used for a great price. I can't even, you know, complain. I think I paid $100 for it. And it's got some cool pads, some good, like, 90s synth stuff. Good enough for now. Underneath that is my baby, my Maschine Studio. It's a beast. If you're familiar with Native Instruments stuff, it is the way to go. You're not going to beat Native Instruments when it comes to quality and sound, and everything about that company is amazing, and I'm so glad that I bought that. It's definitely a piece of gear that I love to work on. Down underneath that is my UA Audio LA610, my baby. That's my preamp of choice for my vocal chains, and I get great sound out of it. I use U87 on vocals. Sometimes I'll use a 4033. Got a couple of different vocal mics. My U87 is probably, obviously, the one when you're dealing with, clean vocals, females, R&B type stuff. That into this, get a fantastic sound. Underneath that is an old Digimax, Presonus Digimax. It's the one that only goes up, I think this one only goes up to 48 if I'm not mistaken, but it's also got a power supply. I'll turn the light on for you. Right there. It's got a separate power supply. It's a great box. I mean, when this came out, it was like, I want to say in the early 2000s, and it's just a great piece of gear. I love it. It's very clean. I have it wired in on the first 2 channels of the interface, and so 1 and 2 on the Digimax is 3 and 4 on my interface, and it sounds great. I use it all the time. Underneath that is an original Joe Meek before they sold compressor. It's a little fucked up right now, but it's a good compressor, and I'm gonna be getting ready to build a live room and move into a new house, and that's gonna be a part of my my chain when I do drums and stuff. Put it on my snare and whatnot. Okay, going up to the top of the desk. My baby, my Novation Mini Nova. This thing is unfucking believable. I love it. I mean, the arpeggiator, the bass notes, it's just, if you're doing like any kind of dance music or trap or hip hop or anything with some like lows, this is the way to go. This is definitely the way to go. You'll be super psyched that you bought it. And, it's a little small, but the keys are a little hard to work with, but it is a beast, and you can get some really sick sounds out of it, which is the most important thing. Next to that is my 61 key Native Instruments Control S61. This thing is unbelievable. I'm a little pissed because I bought it and they came out with the new one, with like sort of like the studio with the little window with all the, where you can get to the plugins. I also have Complete 11. My DAW of choice is Logic. I do have Ableton, I do have Pro Tools, I do have Studio One, but I just know Logic really well, and been working on that for a long time. The brains of the situation is a Mac. It's an 09. I did the firmware update to tell it it's a 5, and it's a 12 core. We've got 128 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a NVIDIA video card in it. It's a freaking beast. I can have hundreds of tracks with tons of plugins and all the Native Instruments stuff and all the Neve stuff, and I don't have any problems. It never crashes. I keep the fan in front of it just to keep it cool, but I don't need to. It's just I want it to last for a really long time. I'm about to get a 4 terabyte PCIe drive for it, so I can have another, 4 terabytes worth of stuff. I have 4 drives in there as it is, and I have a bunch of drives, as you can see, on top. This is JMP Productions in New Jersey, and this is my home studio. Hope you enjoy. Please leave any questions down underneath. Hope you like what you see. We do mixing, mastering. Get at me. Peace.